They called him names, knocked him down, told him he'd never be enough, but his greatest power was inside, the power to rise. Meet Jordan, a quiet teen who felt invisible at school. He endured relentless cyberbullying, mean messages, exclusion from groups, whispered rumors. The cruelty shattered his self-esteem. He felt trapped and alone. Every day, whispers followed him through the school halls, each word cutting deeper than the last. They told him he'd never be enough. What no one saw was that inside him, there was a quiet strength waiting to rise. One afternoon, he wandered into the art club. The room smelled of paper and paint, and the soft hum of pencils filled the silence. Someone handed him a blank page and a pencil. As his hand began to move, sketching lines and shapes, something stirred inside him. For the first time, Jordan didn't feel invisible. Days later, the laughter came again. The same names, the same cruel jokes. But this time, Jordan didn't look away. He lifted his head, met their eyes, and said quietly, "Please stop." His voice wasn't loud, but it was steady. And for the first time, the bullies went silent. In the library, Jordan found books about people who had turned their pain into change. He read about Gandhi, about Martin Luther King. As he turned each page, he felt it. If they could rise above hatred and fear, then maybe so could he. Every morning, he stood in front of the bathroom mirror. At first, his voice shook as he whispered, "I am strong, I am worthy." Day after day, he repeated it until one morning, his reflection seemed to believe him, and slowly, the world began to believe too. Years later, the boy they once called weak stood tall in front of his school. A banner in his hands read, "Stand up to bullying." His voice echoed through the hall, where whispers used to haunt him. It was no longer small, it was powerful, and in that voice, others found hope. Jordan's story is not just his own. It belongs to everyone who has ever been hurt, and everyone who has found the courage to rise again. If you believe no one should suffer in silence, share this story and let it reach the ones who need it most. And for more stories that heal and inspire, subscribe to Word Woven Tales. Together, we rise above.